So today, President Trump is being indicted in Washington, D.C. in a court with a jury of his so-called peers. Those are not his peers. Everybody knows this. Everyone knows that he has no shot of a fair trial in the Washington, D.C. court system. No Republican has a shot at a fair trial in the Washington, D.C. courts. But let's also talk about the real situation. He's being indicted for saying the election was stolen. You know who else said the election was stolen? Hillary Clinton said the election was stolen. And then everybody parroted her talking points. Stacey Abrams said her election was stolen as running for governor here in Georgia. And then everybody parroted her talking points. In the summer of 2020, BLM and Antifa violently rioted all over the country. And you had then Senator Kamala Harris sharing the Minnesota Freedom Fund bail bond link to bail out criminal rioters. You had the mainstream media. Oh, and by the way, Ilhan Omar shared that link too. Ilhan Omar sharing the link to bail out criminal rioters. Then you had the mainstream media giving full support for this night after night, mostly fiery protests, they called them. While in reality, $2 billion in damage happened to private property. Police were attacked night after night. People were killed. Communities were ravaged. There was nonstop looting, nonstop violence, nonstop madness every single night, and they nearly burned down Washington, D.C. President Trump had to go into the bunker in the White House because these people nearly came in the White House. But yet, President Trump is being indicted today for what? Saying his election was stolen? And because people like myself as a member of Congress legally, constitutionally objected to Joe Biden's electoral college votes? And why? Because they set up a second slate of electors in the states? I'm sorry, that he doesn't get indicted for that. But that's what the Democrats are doing today. They're indicting President Trump. But yet the Democrats are never held accountable. No, Stacey Abrams didn't get indicted for saying that her election was stolen. Hillary Clinton didn't get indicted for saying her election is stolen. As a matter of fact, no one gets indicted. On the left, nothing ever happens. And those who are holding the power and controlling, basically holding the power of the Constitution right now, are putting the Constitution through a paper shredder by what they are doing with the Department of Justice. This is not justice. This is the greatest injustice. This is actual real communism in America. The Biden administration is arresting and trying to put in jail their top political opponent, Donald Trump. Why? Because they're watching the polls and they know that he's going to win. This is a serious situation. So those of my colleagues and many people I'm listening to right now talking about, oh, the Constitution, I'm sorry, but I'm going to tell you the reality of how a lot of people really feel. They feel like we're actually post-Constitution. Think about this. Our border is invaded every single day by thousands and thousands of people. For what? Human trafficking, sex trafficking, child sex trafficking, and drug trafficking. Over 300 Americans are murdered every day by fentanyl, which is poison that comes from China. The Mexican cartels bring it across our border. I don't think our Constitution is standing very well with that situation. What else is happening? Our Department of Defense, our Pentagon, our State Department is fully funding a war in another country to defend their border. That's Ukraine. I'm sorry, that doesn't sound very constitutional to me. Ukraine is not even a NATO member nation. We have no business in that war. What else is happening? The Department of Justice is actually arresting the Biden admin's, Joe Biden's top political opponent, the former president of the United States. Why? Because he said his election was stolen. I'm sorry, that doesn't sound very constitutional. That doesn't sound right. Especially when the other Democrats all said the same thing. Hillary Clinton, she's saying my election's stolen. Stacey Abrams, my election is stolen. Donald Trump, my election is stolen. Put him in jail for the rest of his life. That's what's happening. I'm sorry, that doesn't sound very constitutional to me. You know what else doesn't sound constitutional? They are putting biological men in our bathrooms and in our sports when our Constitution says that we're all created equal, and then everybody fought for women's rights so that women could have our own sports, so that women can have protection, so that women can be treated equal to men, not so that biological men could be invading our privacy, putting us in danger, taking over our sports, which is dangerous for women as well. Sorry, that's not very constitutional. So for everyone that's talking to me about the Constitution, Marjorie, the Constitution, I'm sorry, it feels pretty much like we're post-Constitution, because it feels like communism in America today when President Trump is being indicted and having to show up and be arraigned and arrested and processed in a court where he has no chance of having a fair trial, and is a jury not of his peers. I'm sorry, that's not going to be a jury of his peers. That's a jury made up of people that hate him for political reasons. So I'm just gonna tell you exactly how I see it and exactly how it feels. We have a specific duty in Congress, and I think we should be doing it. And I'm very upset that we're not right now. So just wanted to make a video to share exactly what I'm hearing other people say to me, exactly what I'm hearing from people here at home, exactly what I'm hearing from people across the country is, you know, we do have a Constitution that we love and we protect, and I swore an oath to uphold. But right now, it feels like that Constitution has been put through the paper shredder and that we're basically post-Constitution. And that I have a problem with. So I hope this changes.
God bless this lady. I agree with everything she just said. Democrats knows they cannot beat Donald Trump at the polls. So what's the plan? Put him in jail. Trying to find a way to stop him from running. That's what it is. It's messed up, man. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and God bless you. Catch you on the next one.